Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we distill the key insights from interesting sources. Today, we're jumping into something pretty fascinating, a mix of culture, game design, and, well, what makes a game tick for players.
Right.
We're looking closely at Emperor of the Sea. It's a slot game from Microgaming, and visually, it's quite something.
It really is.
Our mission, really, is to unpack how the cultural stuff isn't just window dressing. It's actually baked into the mechanics, to create this whole unique experience. Okay, let's unpack this.
Exactly. And I think this dive will show it's more than just looking good. It's about how these specific choices, visuals, but also the innovative features, how they boost the player experience. And that tells us a lot about game development itself, sort of the art and science behind it.
Totally agree. So let's start with the first impression, the look and feel. A 5-reel, 4-row slot.
Standard format, mostly.
Yeah, but the theme is this really rich Asian nautical world, very inspired by Chinese culture. You see dragons, koi fish, turtles.
Golden ingots, too, right? Classic symbols.
Classic symbols, exactly.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting, I think. The paylines. You can choose 38, 68, or 88.
And that choice, that's not random at all. What's fascinating here is the cultural weight of those numbers.
Ah, right. Tell us about that.
Well, in Chinese culture, numbers like 38, 68, and especially 88, they're considered really lucky. They symbolize prosperity, good fortune.
Okay.
So by linking paylines to these numbers, Microgaming is doing something subtle, but quite clever. They're tapping into that belief system.
So it feels luckier if you know the symbolism.
Potentially, yeah. It makes a mechanical choice feel, more meaningful, more culturally resonant. It's great localization. Plus, it gives you betting flexibility from like 38 cents up to maybe $44 a spin.
That is really thoughtful. But say you don't know the cultural significance. Does it still work?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, from a pure gameplay perspective, variable paylines give you strategic choice. You tailor your risk.
Right.
But if you do get the reference, it adds this extra layer. A kind of subconscious connection, maybe heightens the excitement a bit. It turns a setting into, well, something more.
Fascinating stuff. Okay, so beyond the look and the clever number thing, how does it actually play? The core mechanics.
Right. So it's classed as medium volatility.
And the RTP, it's around 96.28%. Yeah.
Exactly, about 96.28%. So that RTP tells you, over the long haul, what percentage of bets the game tends to pay back.
And medium volatility means?
It means a balance. You're likely to see, a decent number of smaller wins to keep things moving.
Keeps you engaged.
Yeah, it keeps you engaged. But there's still that potential for the bigger, more exciting payouts. It hits a sweet spot for a lot of players, avoids those really long, dry spells you might get with high volatility games.
Okay, so it aims for that balance engagement plus the thrill of the chase. What about standout features? What makes it pop?
Well, there are two main ones I'd point to. First up is rolling reels.
Okay, what's that?
When you get a win, those winning symbols vanish. Poof! And new symbols drop down to fill the gaps.
Ah, like cascading reels in other games.
Similar idea, yeah. It means you can potentially chain wins together off a single spin. It feels really dynamic, keeps the energy up. Then you've got growing wilds.
Growing wilds, how do they work?
These are stacked wilds, the Emperor of the Sea logo. During certain parts of the game, mainly free spins, they actually grow. They add 1 wild to the stack per spin, up to a max of 15.
15 wilds on a stack. That's huge.
It can be, yeah. It creates this great visual buildup. You see them expanding, and the potential for big wins grows right along with them.
So it's not just spin and done. You've got these chain reactions and expanding wilds.
Yeah.
How do these combine, especially in like a bonus round?
That's where it really sings. The free skins feature, you trigger it with 3 or more of those golden ingot scatter symbols. You get 8 free spins initially.
Okay, standard enough.
But, and this is the key part, during those free spins, both rolling reels and growing wilds are active at the same time. Oh, wow. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so you get the cascading wins from rolling reels, plus the wilds are potentially growing taller on each spin. It massively ramps up the win potential.
That sounds like it could get pretty intense.
It really can. You can get these amazing chain reactions, and the growing wilds just fuel it further. Plus, you can re-trigger the free spins, too, potentially extending that high-impact phase. It's very, very engaging.
Definitely sounds like it maximizes that bonus round excitement. And we should mention the biggest payouts, they come from the dragon symbol and that wild logo up to 1,875 times your bet, apparently.
Serious potential there.
And practically speaking, it seems pretty straightforward. Optimized for desktop, mobile, has autoplay.
Yeah, very user-friendly on that front, easy to pick up and play wherever.
So summing it up then, what does this all mean for you, the listener? Emperor of the Sea seems to do a great job blending those elegant Asian visuals with bonus features that are genuinely engaging.
Plus those culturally interesting payline choices. And, it's easy to play. It crafts an experience that feels pretty immersive and potentially quite rewarding.
Which I think leaves us with a final thought, or maybe a question for you to consider.
Go for it.
How does this kind of deliberate integration, weaving cultural symbols together with dynamic mechanics like rolling reels and growing wilds, how does that create a potentially deeper, more appealing experience compared to games that rely purely on, say, random chance alone? Does it turn just spinning reels into something more like an unfolding story?